This video addresses two possible problems with suction machines. The machine does not turn on. The machine does not reach the recommended suction pressure. If the suction machine does not turn on, make sure it is plugged into an AC wall outlet. If it still does not turn on, try plugging the machine into a different outlet. If the machine still does not turn on, contact the medical equipment supplier for further troubleshooting advice. To check if the suction machine reaches the recommended suction pressure, turn the machine on and cover the end of the suction tubing that comes from the canister. Check the pressure and, if necessary, turn the control knob to adjust suction pressure. If the machine fails to reach the recommended suction pressure, turn the machine off. Disconnect and remove all suction supplies from the machine. Turn the machine on and block the suction port with your finger. Turn the control knob to adjust suction pressure. If there is still low suction pressure, contact the medical equipment supplier. If there is suction pressure, leave the suction machine on and proceed with the following steps. Connect the filter and, if necessary, other supplies to the suction port. Do not block the filter opening. The suction pressure reading on the gauge should be 0. If the pressure is more than 0, the filter may be wet or dirty. Replace the filter and continue troubleshooting. If the pressure is 0 with the filter and supplies attached, block the end of the filter with your finger. If there is no or low suction pressure, check the filter and all supplies for cracks or other damage. Replace supply items as needed. If there is suction pressure, assemble the canister. First, check the canister lid to make sure the overflow float moves freely. If the float is stuck, gently shake or push on the float. Then securely attach the lid to the canister. Connect the filter and any other supplies to the canister. Make sure the suction tubing is not attached to the suction tubing port on the canister lid. Block the suction tubing port on the canister lid to check the suction pressure. If there is no or low suction pressure, check the canister and lid for cracks or other damage. Replace the canister or lid if necessary. If there is suction pressure, attach the suction tubing to the canister lid. Block the patient end of the suction tubing with your finger to check the suction pressure. If there is no or low pressure, check the suction tubing for loose connections, cracks, or other damage. Replace the suction tubing if necessary. If there is suction pressure at the patient end of the suction tubing, use the control knob to set the recommended pressure. Attach the suction device to the suction tubing and proceed with suctioning the patient. Here are some tips for preventing issues with suction canisters and filters. Keep the canister secured in an upright position at all times. Empty the canister routinely. If the canister tips over or becomes too full, the overflow float can get stuck or damaged, or the filter can get wet. It can be difficult to set suction pressure if these things happen. Always have a new filter and canister available for troubleshooting. When you're finished troubleshooting the suction machine, remove your gloves and clean your hands. If these steps do not fix the problem, contact the medical equipment supplier for further troubleshooting advice.